because I posted this version. Of course, the DeviantArt version's uncensored. I have to censor it for YouTube, so that way flaggets don't come after me. The picture is insanely fucking rushed. Or whatever. She couldn't handle basic feedback from me. It's like one of her favorite artists. And because I'm so good at giving basic feedback, I think it might be good to have a bit of an art critique. A basic art critique. What do you think, chat? What do you think, chat? What do you think, chat? Think we should have a basic art critique? Think we should? I know some of the edits are there, but I don't think it changes much from everything else. Don't worry. First off, can we just say the shading? Yes, sir. Yes, everybody wants to do it. Hooray. Okay, sure. Let's go with it. What the fuck is up? Can I get my pointer? I need to go get my pointer. Which movie part is this? Bag part 35. Dark Bag lost his pointer. I thought we were going with the fucking movie thing again. Jesus Christ. You guys are fucking assholes. You guys are dicks. Okay, I got my pointer. I got my pointy stick. Let me move it. Sure, I got it. Here we go. Bag the movie 666, the quest for the lost pointer. There we go. I agree. The pointer. Pointer is lost. Is the thing not showing up now? What the fuck? Oh, right. No, I got rid of the whole thing. Here we go. Movie Bob douchepant. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay. All right. Let's get back to it. What the fuck is up with the shading? Where is this? Okay. You can't see the full picture. Let me move this back. I'm going to have to zoom out. I'm talking about this. No, I don't want that. I have to take rid of that for a second. Oh, this is a good stream. This is a good stream, chat. What do you think? The Baxons? Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, I'm moving it. Okay, that should be better. All right. Let me lock that so I can see chat a little bit better. There we go. Okay. Let's start. What is up with this shading? Why is the darkest areas here when the light source, the main light source, is here? Shading like Cammy's, but somehow a tiny bit more competent. A little bit. Remember, this is a professional. She has this on her DeviantArt page. She's a professional artist. She knows what she's doing. All right. Light source. This is where the light source is at. And just a reminder, this other half is my half. I started this. And I led through it, and I gave her basic feedback, because if I let her do the way she wanted to, it would throw off the entire picture. And if the shading and the critiques I have don't show that good enough, professional on TVA, you need a choice. I know. It doesn't make sense. This should just give you a taste. I'm not perfect neither. There are mistakes on my half too. I'm not going to deny that. All right. These are the darkest edges here. All right. Darkest areas. The light source is here. There's no shining lights. With mine, you can see it, because it's called reflective light. Kind of, not really. It's where the light gets really bright and it has to match the, I can't space out the comment. Professional. Yeah. Here, these reflective lights are here. None on this. This makes this look even flatter, which is really shit. All right. And trust me when I say the underwear didn't have any real good shading either. It had the same problem it all does. What is up with the shading here? What are these lines in her hair? What is that? What's that supposed to be? And what's up with the hands? They look like little paw hands. I thought she was supposed to be a human. I was supposed to be humming. I thought that's what we were going with. She's supposed to be humming. Part is, where's her head? She has a very big ovalish head. You know what I mean? And the nose is way too high. Her eyes are like really sunk in, which is really fucking weird. The nose should be more down here. And this half, I don't know what you call it. I don't know. Bag, that's not nice. She was born with stubs. Yeah, she's supposed to be human, but she's got fucking animal paws. So I guess she still keeps it. So she's not fully human. You got this fucking nose up here. It's supposed to be down here. I already said that before, but still. I think the ear is also way too low. It's like she has the ear from that teacher from the Fairly Odd Parents. Just really fucking weird. Her hair is spiked up like this. First off, there is no... on my reference that I had for my character, she doesn't have this. There is no band on the top of her head. It's just down here. Hair just kind of droops off lazily from the corner. If I zoom in more, you can see that the line art is also really incomplete. And the other thing is that I also made it clear. I also told her, like, she has a very frail upper body, but a very large lower half, because that's her character design. This looks like hourglass, which is wrong. I told her about that before, and she agreed with me, but she still went with this anyway. I've had people who've drawn Zoe, which is the character's name, by the way. I've had her draw her like hourglass. I don't really get mad about it because, one, it's free art and it's people doing it for fun. I appreciate the art that people do for me. Obviously, I have a fan art section for it. I've told people in voice calls about how I feel about the art. It's like halfway cartoonish and yet not at the very same time. Yeah. The eyes don't have any like irises. It's just a line here. The hair is kind of blended off. I know why people do this too when it comes to cartoon art. I've seen it before, but it's really weird pointing that out. The background, very simplistic. Again, this was paid for. It's $35, but still, I can't really knock too much of the background versus my background, which just looks a lot more lively. And let me tell you something. I'm not doing this to like show off neither. All right. Don't take it like that. Like I'm just flexing. I fucking hate drawing backgrounds. They're like my least favorite thing, but there's a clear night and day difference between the two of this. This was free. I did this completely free. And then you have this that I had to pay for. $35. Yes, I got refunded. $35 for this. $35 for this. Completely rushed. No passion, no commitment. Backgrounds can be fun to draw. They can be if you get in the mood for it, but I really don't like drawing backgrounds. Sorry. I don't like backgrounds. And remember, this was a collab that was her idea, not mine. There's a clear difference night and fucking day. Free, paid for. Free, paid for. Details, some other details. To be fair, mine's not perfect neither. I'm aware of that. I think I originally had like 2 light sources. The light would be bouncing off and hit them back here because otherwise it looked really dark. Nothing here. Nothing at all. Just very flat, very unnatural. Even for like cartoon standards, this is really fucking weird to look at. We'll come back to the pointer. Don't worry, we're not done with it. I don't know, chat. What do you think? What do you think, chat? What do you think, chat? What do you think? What do you think? Do you think this was worth $35? I'm not gonna do a poll. I'll do a poll later. But what do you think, chat? Would you pay $35 for this? Do you think it was worth the investment? Do you think it was? I'll give you a few minutes to chat up while I drink my soda. Go ahead, chat. 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 What do you think there, chat? What do you think, buddy? What do you think, chat? I would not. $5 though, sure. I mean, 35. I didn't say 5. 35. I mean, if you're low enough, I mean, $5. I mean, I guess that is bang for your buck, but 35. $35 for this. That's one no. That is another no. Anyone else want to keep throwing no's? Who else wants to crush Jesse's fucking ego? Go ahead. Give me your nose in chat. We'll move on. But I don't want to keep you here forever because we got more stuff to go over. I'm going down back. I'm not paying $35. I shouldn't have. This shouldn't have been paid for to begin with, especially since it was her idea. But even without that context, yeah, 35 is not worth that. Agreed. I think that's the sentiment everyone had. Most people had on my Discord server when I shared it to them. Jessie shared our DMs, the ones that made her look the best, that I was evil and I'm trying to get ninjas to come after her. And you know what? Fuck you. We're gonna play it again because I want to. That clip is never gonna get old. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it as a running joke. I think I will. Rich, break Jess's ego, lol. So that's another no. 4 no's. How many people are in chat? My chat doesn't have a whole lot of people watching. It's 11 people watching live. I'm assuming they're just listening in. Maybe they died and they're not able to respond. They're just wondering, like, they're just thinking about how crazy this fucking weirdo is on the internet. Bad, that clip is going to give me nightmares of me being chased by ninjas on bikes and trikes. Good. You deserve it. Okay. So after this goes down, I should probably bring this up first. So, you want to talk about priorities. Now, Jessie talked about in her thing. Let me pull this back up. I'll pull this up. Here we go. About family, my priorities, my college, my bank, all that shit. I want to share with you the reality of what she was doing. Unfortunately, I don't have everything saved. I could only get a sample that I could find. But to give you a taste of what it was like on Jessie's server, this is what it was like. And I know I'm obscuring chat. I'm sorry. Can I move this over a bit? So, I censored the names because I had to pull this up from a different server I was on. Jessie spent most of her time role-playing on Discord. Role-playing... I know what you're probably thinking. Role-playing what exactly? What was she role-playing? She was role-playing being the biggest fucking loser on the planet. Which makes it really fucking... Her entire thing is that this is her persona, of course. This is what she wants to portray herself as, is this... I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter because it's just a fantasy fulfillment for being treated like shit. Essentially being bullied and abused. She would spend her time on her server. I was there and I saw it, and other people can vouch for me too. I know they can. And I know some people really don't want to neither. But whatever. She spent her time on Discord role-playing as the biggest fucking loser to exist. Just a complete nerdish jerk-off shit. It was really fucking gay. And she did this every single day for hours. Role-playing like this. Like this. Everyone point and laugh at Jessie, or feel free to compliment her new outfit, and it's her persona in an atomic and a maid outfit or whatever. I can't read what it says, and I really don't fucking care. Here's emoji thing. I don't even fucking know. So the bully victim yes, she has a wedgie kink, of course, or he. I can't tell if it's male or female, but I've been debating that too. Like, is this male or female? Is this like a female Sona pretending to be female when it's a guy, or a tranny behind the screen? I don't fucking know. I've been trying to think about that. I've been pondering it, like the thinker sculpture. Wasn't very good when I thought I could escape. Yeah. Here, that was private. It continues. This isn't a long roleplay. This is like only 2 screenshots I had. Not the first time private bullying was told at others. I bet. Emoji, how to delete other people's messages like me and you, which you keep trying to run from misery. Now, if that alone didn't get you to cringe, when I was on Jessie's server, there was an entire chat dedicated to bullying her and doing these weird kink role plays, which was really fucking gay, which is really weird because she calls me an abuser, but it sounds like she gets off to abuse. So it's like a how do you fathom that? How do you wrap that around your fucking skull? How do you think about that? What does that make you feel? What does it make you feel, bros? Which is really weird. It's really weird. But yeah, she had a meltdown about that shit. I noticed this. Don't bully me. I'll coom. Yes, that's Jessie. I guess I bullied her too hard and I didn't have a say for it. In fact, she had an entire chat dedicated to just role playing with her that she would be in for hours. But one of the coomers, I guess, took it too far. I don't remember who it was, and I really don't care. And I don't have it screenshotted neither, so you'll have to take my word for it a little bit. Or if you manage to get the link to Jessie's server. Not that I'm not encouraging raiding, by the way. I'm not going to do that. That's fucking gay. But you would be able to see it. Or at least you would have, because somebody took it too far, and then Jessie got turned off by it. And she removed the chat and got rid of it. She would ask people to tone it down because it got so fucking weird. That's kind of what happens when you hang around coomers. They always take shit too far, and they don't know when to stop. Till you got to pull the plug and say, okay, that's too fucking far. And some of them are so far gone, they don't care. But we'll get to that part later. So aside from the role plays, Jessie started doing feedback stuff. She started actually trying to shake things up a bit. Because I'll just remind you, she does these commissions like daily. Like, this is how she makes money. And it's kind of sad. We'll get to some of the stuff later on. But we're going to do another art critique. Who wants to critique more art? Who wants to critique more cringy kink art? Who wants to go for it? It's really fucking funny. Who wants to do it? Show of hands. Show of hands, or I'm going to play the ninja clip again and then go through with it anyway. Okay, that's one. Waiting for more. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. It's one. That's good enough. Ready for an art critique? Everybody here ready? All right, let's do it. So this is a picture she posted. By the way, just so you know, this was posted on a different kink server that I'm on. She has me blocked. I'm not on her server, and we can't send DMs to each other anymore. Okay, just a friendly reminder. But I can still see her post even though she blocked me because of Discord's thing. I don't message her neither. Because my city ninjas. I'm not gonna play the clip because I wanna get through this because we're getting to the 2.5 hour mark. But okay, let's start. First off, what the fuck's up with this shoe? The shoe is incomplete. It's not finished. It's not done. The shoe is not finished. She's barefoot. I don't know why she's barefoot. She doesn't even have any socks on neither. But, okay, I guess that's not really that big of a deal, but I'll let that go. She's kind of flat. She's got these arms that don't really have... she doesn't do hands. I don't know what the fuck's up with her hands. These are like man hands. This is a woman, by the way. Look at the boobas. Look at those boobas. Look at the boobs. I probably should have censored them for YouTube. Oh no, don't want to get claimed. But why does she have such big fucking man hands? I know it's a cartoon, but still. I don't know if she has any wrists neither. I don't think she has wrists or anything. And if you notice, there's not much shading. Like, this is a really weird... I have to zoom in for this one a little bit. Let me zoom in. Fuck it. We'll zoom in for this. Just for this one. I don't see a whole lot of shading on this. It looks like they're conjoined a little bit, but this is so fucking weird. Okay, so it loops over here. This is the... I'm pretty sure... I had the censors pick, by the way. Let me see. Let me find the original, because I have it on my iPad. I'll have to see it. I can't see it through the censor thing. I'm sorry, chat. Let me grab it. Let me look for it. The stream thing. No, that's not it. Here we go. Let me describe it. Okay. I can't show you it, so you're gonna have to listen to me on this one. This is the left side band. This is the crotch part, and then this is the right side. This does not fucking look right. I can't see chat because the thing's in the way. I'm sorry, but I wanted to zoom in to show you. There's no shading on this neither. This does not fucking look right at all. Remember, this is professional level artist that you $35 well spent. This should be looped like... It's kind of locking on me. It should be looped around to here. I really wish it wasn't locking on me. It's so fucking weird. OBS is so weird. Here, it should be looped like that. And then this part should be smaller. And it should be darker because it's supposed to be hidden. I don't know what the light source is. I don't know where it's supposed to be coming from. She said that she was practicing shading using... what did she say again? I don't know. I have to move this out of the way. Plus, I can't see chat. And it's important that I see chat. Fair, I suck at shading myself. Well, it's not... I sucked at shading too. Okay? I'm not saying I was perfect. Don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not saying that. Okay? I wasn't perfect. I had to beat myself up for years. And remember, I've worked in like multiple mediums too. I'm not purely digital. I've worked in acrylic. I've worked in watercolor. I've worked with oil. I've done digital before. I've worked numerous programs and shit. Chat, you see anything else you want to add? I think there's not a whole lot of volume on this. Neither. The hands, again, just little knobs, little paws. I guess she lost your fingers a nom. I don't know. Arm looks okay, I guess, but the dimensions just seem really weird. It's kind of like one of those like vector animation dolls. Kind of reminds me of that, but not very good. The expression's okay, I guess. She doesn't have a chin. I don't know where the fuck her chin is, though. I guess she doesn't have a chin. Character's face looks weird. Yeah, she's got really fucking huge eyes. The anatomy is off a little. Yeah, I agree. I don't know where the fuck she's screaming from. She's stuck in here. It looks like she's tearing through something. I don't fucking know. Like she's a starving kid. Maybe she's African. Which one? I guess it's this one. The one in the background? That one girl doesn't have any toes. Oh yeah, she doesn't have toes neither. Oh, I guess they're like at the side angle. You know, that's a really simple fix. If you drew like a little bit more off on the toes, a little bit more out there, and you just add a few extra toes, they give it more depth. It just looks like she's supposed to be wearing shoes or something. This one doesn't have toes at all. This one does. So I guess they lost them in nom as well with their fingers, I guess. The expression's not too bad. No uvula or anything in the background. I can't tell because this line is not thick enough for me to see it. Like the eyebrows, it just looks really fucking weird. If it was thicker, it looked better. Like slanted. You think her hair kind of jolts out like this a little bit, but it should be doing it more because she's making this extreme expression, but it just doesn't really match up. Okay, so there's our next pick. Any more critiques? I know there's like a 10-second delay, but we're gonna have to move on. If you see anything else, let me know. Let's move on to the next one. So this is another one that was commissioned. I think this one was commissioned like a day or so before Jessie had her fucking meltdown or whatever. Here we go. First thing, is this... I don't understand... Okay, the background is all blurry and shit because it was incompetently made, I guess. Professional artist, by the way. Why is it shaded here? Is this supposed to be is this like a background? Are they like in a photo shoot room? Or like a green screen room or something, and the shading, Paul and her are casting a shadow on the wall, but this is supposed to be an open area. Why is there shading like this here? Same thing here too. flag. The shading here, I don't know where the light source is coming. I imagine it's just coming from all the way on the other side. Maybe past all the burning flames, I guess. I guess. So there's light here. Not gonna lie, something seems off with the mouth opening. It does. I'll get to that too. We haven't gotten to that part. There's shading here, all right? There's a shadow here, but there's shading right beneath this. That shouldn't be there. That shading should be over here, if it makes more sense. That doesn't make sense, like, at all. It really doesn't. Part of the dress is a skirt rather than a dress. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Maybe it's like a two-piecer dress to give you the illusion that it's just one. Doesn't make any sense. There's no... I'm assuming these are bloomers. They have to be, I guess. Okay, here's one thing. Her arms are tucked in here. She's holding her crotch because, you know, that shit's going on. But her skirt isn't ruffled neither. It's like she reached into, like, what is it? Like pudding? Like your dress is made out of pudding. It doesn't ruffle or anything like that. It looks really weird. Feels like some Tom Preston stuff. Like they claim to be professional, yet their work, while not horrible, is far from perfect. I agree. I agree. Her ass is really fucking weird too. I know that he tried to mimic something that I made a while back. Let me see if I can pull this up. It was the picture I did for Kex. Let me see. I'll have to jump ahead a bit. It was this. And don't worry, we're going to get to that example later on when we get to it. I'm blocking chat again, I know. I'm sorry. We'll put it away. She tried copying this part of a picture I did for Kex, which is really funny because she was convinced that I did this originally. No, it's because I remembered it from an old episode of Billy and Mandy, which is why I did it. And because Kex is like really gay for Billy and Mandy. No offense, but yeah, it was kind of weird. Okay, we're skipping on back through. Back to where we're... Don't jump ahead a bit. Sorry. What else? What else we got? Okay, you mentioned the mouth. God, the mouth looks off too. That's true. It's true. I know. The balls, they're not even connected neither. They're just kind of occupying space. Not even connected. Lines are also incomplete too. That's a common thing you'll see in a lot of her artwork. There's no leg holes either. So I imagine... I'm pretty sure these are bloomers. They'd have to be. So, you know, the leg holes wouldn't be out as much, but don't you think they should be a little bit? They can't stretch like that forever unless they're like nylon spandex, but kind of doubt it. Kind of looks like her hands are being eaten by her crotch. I mentioned this before. There's no ruffles in the skirt. It just looks like maybe there's like a hole in her skirt for her to grab there whenever there's like a problem or something. I don't fucking know. I really don't know. I don't even know what this is supposed to be connected to neither. I don't know if it's tied to the pole and you just can barely see it, or there's supposed to be a hook to hold her there. I don't know. Her legs also look really, really weird too. Like, it's like she broke her foot. Like whoever did this to her broke her fucking foot because she tried to get away. Doesn't it look like she broke her foot? Maybe she broke it in Nom. I don't know. Maybe that's how she broke it. Your guys is as good as mine. Okay. I think that's enough on that one. Let's get to another one. This is one that she posted not too long ago neither. Someone receiving, again, same problem. Foot is broken feet. Kinda has that AI art anatomy. It does. It really does too. This one, holding her up like this. The expression's not too bad. This one isn't as bad as the other ones. This one's a little bit better. The face looks really fucking weird though. Kind of weird, kind of off. It's like really far stretched back. Kind of looks like she has the Cal Art style head a little bit, if you can see it. Kind of looped like that. Not a whole lot to say. If you notice one mistake, you might not be able to see it. I think I have it saved in the slides for later. Pom-poms kind of look like big cheese puffs. That's why she ate this bitch's cheese puffs. This is what she ate, her cheese puffs, and she got them in her hands. So that's why she's doing this. Shading is also weird too. Again, I don't know where the light source is. You can't make out where the light source is supposed to be. I just imagine it's supposed to be above in the sky. That's my very best guess. But if you think it's from coming up top, wouldn't this all be light? All down here? It's shaded so fucking weird. And for inconsistencies too, this is like extremely thin on this side here. And then it's more developed here, even though that's farther away. And that's where her ass is. And so so her ass cheek, so this is one of her ass cheeks, and then the other one has to be here, and then her leg is going down here to there. That's way too much fucking space. Way too much space. This entire side of her fucking panty should be over here. More over here. Okay? Gravity of the wedgie part doesn't look right. Like the characters don't like their place properly. Yeah. Doesn't neither. I know this is like supposed to be stretching, supposed to be out more, but it's so fucking weird because here's ass cheek 1 cutting through, but this is two. Also to add, it should be more like here. Yeah, doesn't look like they're placed properly. Yeah, potato brain moment. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We're all retards. This should be, instead of this should be moved over here, and then this middle thing should be more like here. This ass cheek should be more developed too. That way it gives it, makes it better. And if you also notice, and I left this one off, also the hair, let's do here, kind of looks like she's got Play-Doh hair. Like someone smeared like barbecue sauce on her head. It looks so weird. She has no lines in her ear neither, so it's just like, maybe this is like a zit. Maybe it's like a mole. Maybe not a mole. Like I forget what it's called. Not a skin tag neither. Something else. Like she's got a cyst on the side of her head because it's not developed. This one's a little bit more developed, but it looks like this one has the line. Why doesn't she have it? Just don't look right. Pimple, tumor, maybe both. Maybe it's a teratoma. It's a teratome. Maybe it has like eyeballs and hair in it. Maybe that's where it is. I mentioned the cheese puff pom-poms. If she wasn't so fucking lazy and she added like harder lines into it, it'd make it look more like pom-poms. Obvious that she just like free-handed it. She didn't have a reference for the cheese puffs. The pom-poms, I guess. I don't know why that's sticking out like that in her shirt. There isn't a whole lot to say about her neither. It just looks like she's like casually pulling. It looks like she's got like really long, like Slender Man arms too. Especially if she's lifting like this, you'd think that she'd be more up here. Maybe she'd have her arms more broadened out, or she'd do like the arms up here and then it goes over here to that sort of thing. But no, doesn't have that. Okay. And if you didn't notice it before, because I think I have it saved here too. Obvious paint fill tool. I can tell. This is supposed to be part of the arm. I can see the lines. And again, like, this is so fucking rushed. Especially when you zoom in like this. You can just see just how rushed this really is. And I think I do it with my picture as well, but that I had to pay for it and I got refunded. You can see just how rushed it is. See the pink? You can kind of see it a little bit here. Cut in. Just really fucking lazy. Shading, very, very unpolished. Again, so fucking rushed. There's some over there too. Just fucking awful. She doesn't have hands. She doesn't have fingers neither. It's just, It's those little nom fingers. I guess everybody here has a purple heart in their fucking their place, I guess. That's my best guess. Okay, this is the picture that she tried mimicking me. She told me in DMs that I don't have it saved. I don't want to pull it for the stream neither because I don't want to waste a whole lot of time. I'm going to run out of breath because I still got to talk about one other retard that was also pretty funny. Again, she tried to mimic what I did, and she doesn't do a very good job at it either. But she did this. I thought it was okay for a while. Again, light source. Where the fuck is it? There's shading here. So you imagine there's shading. There's highlight here. Okay, this is like the brightest part. So you think it'd be over here, but then there's shading here. So it just doesn't make any fucking sense. And there's shading here. Like, just big inconsistencies. You just see it. Or whatever. One other thing is that if you're... Let me pull this up, because I think I have this one smack dab after. Here we go. Because I copied this from, like, Billy and Mandy. The other half of this one is, like, down here. Whenever I was sketching it out, because I had to redo this one before. Because I didn't just freehand it for this one. Because, of course, I didn't. I was drawing what I usually draw, so you know I have to step up my game a little bit. I know. I gotta try. I have to try. It cuts through here. Through here, like that. And then back over here. Because I have to connect. You know? And her body, like, dupes over. She's very thin. It's very cartoonish. And that's kind of how they did it in the show, so I had to stick with it. And then we move on to here. And it just stops here. Which is really... As someone who draws pictures like this a lot, this is aggravating to me. Because this is... Look, if they're stretched this far where the leg holes can be seen, it should be more over here. This part down here. Because it makes more sense. And this one too. A little bit more. Again, just really fucking lazy. Just trying to copy me without understanding what I did. Just not very good. A lot of the same mistakes apply as well. Pretty rushed. Just not a whole lot good to say. I think I don't know if this is a commission run. I think it was. Head a bit. This is one of Jessie. This is Jessie being bullied. To be fair, the best part of this picture is the Samus. Even though the foot is really fucking weird too. Look how developed this one is. Then you have this one that has just no geo, just really flat. I don't know if it's just me, but it also looks like her leg is like bent. Look at that. Look at how that looks. This is fine. This looks okay. And then you look at this one. This is where her fucking thigh is. And this is where her ankles are. Her ankles are more like right here. Where her leg, it looks so fucking weird. There should be more depth here to make it look like, you know, like her leg is turning. But it looks like this one copied over. And it looks so fucking weird. By the way, another thing I noticed before I forget. Line's not properly erased. Because she rushes through it. I guess we'll start from bottom to top, I guess. Here's this leg. Okay, fine, whatever. And then there's this one that's really fucking developed. Kind of reminds me of, like, you know the Coomer meme where, like, one limb is really is like normal and then the other one is like really swole. What is this? Why is it like that? This is like her this is her masturbation leg. That's why it's so much more developed than the other. She doesn't masturbate with her fingers, she masturbates with her fucking leg and her toes or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Jessie has a masturbation foot. I wish I had the anatomy of Chris. The anatomy of Christian, where I could bring that up, where it's masturbation hand and then there's masturbation foot. This is the masturbation foot. That's why this is so swole. Sorry, I was drinking. My throat's gonna be shit. I should be drinking a hot beverage, not a cold one, or room temperature. Again, here's another issue. The same criticism apply. This one a little bit better than the other ones. Like, you can see that it's a little bit more 3D, but why does it stop here? Shouldn't it be more over here? Jessie likes feet. That's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, she's into feet and socks. Yeah. But this shouldn't be here. This should be more over here. Because what the fuck is she holding? Plus, because of the perspective, this should be kind of covered a little bit, shouldn't it? Don't you think, chat? Don't you think this should be a little bit more covered? Because it kind of looks... I know that her pants are off. I don't know how exactly. I guess she just forgot to wear... I mean, she's obviously not wearing a belt. Just looks really fucking weird. Like, really weird. This arm is way too out as well. This arm should be more, like, hidden beneath this shirt. You don't have to draw everything. Some of it you just have to leave up because of perspective. Okay. Why does the speech bubble have a shadow? I don't know. Maybe it just exists in the 3-dimensional world. I don't know. Maybe it's just part of her. Maybe it's attached to the little Metroid. It doesn't even look like a Metroid. Can I grab a Metroid reference? Let me grab a Metroid reference. Fuck it. I don't know. We'll let chat continue on for a second while I go look for Metroids. Okay, it kind of does look like a I'll put the image anyway because I went looking for it. That's a WebMP file. God damn it. Let me find it. Redbubble. Can I grab this? It's a little outdated, but I guess it kind of works. Why not? Why not? Her. I have to read it here in a second. Let me grab the thing real fast because I'm getting ahead of myself. Speed run, boys, speed run. Here we go. Oh shit! Whoops! Oops! I hit the screen thing. Sorry. Metroid. That's a Metroid. This looks like some fucking prehistoric man-o-war that's just resting on her head. Looks more like a plant. A plant with like a penis tip, I guess, with 3 balls. I really don't... Why was it so hard to grab a reference? This looks like a brain slug. Looks like something... I mean, it's close enough. Not really. If she had it a little bit more details and wasn't so lazy, it would look a lot better. It doesn't look really close to Metroid. Looks like it was homemade. Maybe that's the goal. Maybe I'm just too meta. I don't know. Maybe that's just the answer we're looking for. It could be possible. 'Cause it's a hat. It's a really shitty hat. Gotta be honest. How much she paid for that hat? She deserves this. Maybe it's a bootleg hat. It's Chinese. I mean, she is a communist shill, so I guess it works. It looks like spaghetti and meatballs in a Jello, in a green Jello. It does. It does too. The rest of this doesn't look too bad. On Samus, other than the leg. Although I especially. Exactly, she got ripped off. Well, yeah, she deserves to be bullied for being an idiot. She deserves to be bullied for spending more time jerking off on Discord than actually fulfilling a promise she wanted to do. Half-heartedly. My ass. Breast kind of, it looks okay, I guess. Arm, kind of, honestly, the arm is probably the only other thing I could really criticize. Maybe it should be more like around here. A little bit more hidden just by dragging it away, because it kind of sticks out way too much, especially for an angle like this. This really doesn't look right. They cast 2 shadows too, so it confuses the light source even fucking more. Like, okay, here's the background shadow. Here's a floor shadow. She cast this big fucking mama And then here's this bitch just casting this. Is she like a witch? Does she not have a shadow? What is the creatures that don't have shadows? I'm thinking of vampires, but they don't have reflection. So I don't know. Maybe Jessie's part vampire. Who knows? She doesn't have any elbows neither. It's like a straight... Looks like she... Like, this is where her elbow is, I guess. It's supposed to be more right here, but she didn't draw it. So I guess it's more up here. I don't know. It's really weird. She's got this ponytail thing going. Look, the same as holding the underwear. She's holding it. Jessie doesn't draw hands. She draws like little stubs because all the people she draws lost their hands in Nom. Because she can't draw fingers, I guess. She can't really draw hands good, even when she's doing the little paw things, neither. So I don't know exactly. I guess it's just her stub. Maybe her stub just really sticky. Maybe it's got like glue to hold it on. I don't know. I really don't know. She doesn't have a crotch part, neither. One thing you need to know, because this is really weird to talk about, too. To be fair, I ain't great at fingers neither. I'm not either, but put the fucking effort in, bro. You're not going to be good if you don't try. Get a reference. You have fingers. You have hands. Use your hands as a reference. That works. I do that shit all the time. It works. But she has this hair thing. Here's this line here. It's supposed... I'm assuming it's supposed to be part of a scrunchie. Something to hold the hair so you can make the barrette or whatever the fuck. But it's not complete and it's not colored neither. So it's just really lazily done. Again, $35. I just want to remind you, $35. Oh, I don't usually criticize art this bad. Or, I mean, like, criticize this hard on art. I hope you're enjoying this too, by the way. Maybe give you pointers into, fixing it. Oh, and before I forget, because I almost forgot because I noticed it. What the fuck's up with the gun? It looks like one of those. It's not really finished neither. This is supposed to be a holster, but there's no lines to dictate between the gun and and the holster. And plus her gun's not square like that. She's not packing a Glock, okay? I don't know what caliber this gun would be. I know it's a laser pistol game. Don't fucking snap at me for that. But why is she packing heat like that? She's supposed to be packing a laser. It doesn't look right. Again, it'd be good if you had a reference, but of course not. Gotta rush through it. Gotta make that money. Skip ahead a bit, and this is some of the feedback I gave too. We kind of went over this earlier. All the mistakes she made. If you zoom in closer, you really start to notice just how messy and how rushed it really fucking is. Lines that are not completed. There's stuff that's supposed to be erased. It's not here. It goes outside the lines. There's some shading here that's not fixed. Not connected. It's like this gap here. The shading here just doesn't make any sense. She's got that ear cyst thing going on. Teratone, whatever the fuck we called it earlier. You get to notice just how rushed this shit really is. I think that was it. And one of the feedbacks I had was that she drew the panty stretching out like this, and it was really fucking thin. And I asked her, and I gave her like a really basic thing of just giving her more mass to it, because it also makes more sense too to do that, because you can kind of see it faintly how rushed this really was when she was working on it. And she thought this was too much. Doing this line, this simple fix, was too much for her. That's what broke her down, essentially. Is there anything else? And of course, that's the colored picture. I already had this one up. Okay, chat. I think it might be time for a poll. Okay, we made fun of Jessie's artwork a lot. All right, made fun of it a lot. I think it's time to have a poll. But actually, you know what? Let's hold off on the poll a little bit, because I know people are watching this. Chat. Can I put this back up? I'll put this back up. Gets criticized once, dies. I hate to see someone send this shit to her directly and say, "Hey, Fag made fun of you," and criticize the shit out of your work. I don't know. It's been a bit concerning that if I talk negatively about her, she would delete her shit and run away. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not really rooting for it. I don't know what would be the gain for doing it. I don't think I need the pointer anymore. Okay, chat. Let's ask you a question. Type 1. Type 1. If you would pay 30... Have I changed your mind? Do you think $35 for all these pictures would be worth it? Press 1 if you think so. Press 2 if no. And we'll let that go off a little bit because I do have a little bit more to say too. I think we've had enough bashing art for a while. Because I'm not quite done. Percent. 2. Okay, that's a 2. Anyone else want to throw out? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. 2. Okay, that's another 2. There's like 10 people watching here. I like Jessie, but she's a really good friend, but 2. Yeah. 2, 2, 2, 2. That's 4 2s. There's 10 people watching. I guess everybody else is really quiet. 2. How many people is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's 4. Anyone else? Who else wants to throw a 2 or a 1 or whatever the fuck? Don't be shy. I'm watching. I want to get like more people to see. There's 10 people here. Who the hell else is here? Dead people? Okay, I guess there's 9 people here. 8. I guess everybody's leaving because I fucking mentioned that shit. 2. Okay, that's good enough. Fine. I won't keep you here forever. Okay. Uh-huh. Again, pull this up. Can I pull this up? I think I pull up the meltdown thing. I want to pull this up. Just a reminder. The picture here that I did, that I was commissioned to do, that was about $38. If my comms are rarely open, because I'm not really, again, I don't like the Coomer side of the audience. I know what they want. I know I have the Patreon stuff. I feel a lot more free doing it because whenever you commission people, you're kind of at their mercy. They're the boss. They're paying you to do this shit. Of course, you can reject the offer and say no. But whatever. You know, I did this commission while my comms were closed, by the way. I kind of told her, but I was like, you know what? I don't mind the money. And, you know, this seems kind of fun. I don't mind throwing in on this. And I went ahead and did it. I went ahead and did it, not because of the money, but because, you know what, fuck it. Let's do something a little bit different. Plus, I could use the money for, you know, something else. I'm zooming in with this one, too, just to show you a little bit. This was supposed to be between us, but I'm going to share it anyway. So much. It looks so much better. I'm not trying to flex. It's not perfect. I know. Especially whenever I undersell my prices. And I also have discounts for people on my server who are verified. So, and I have again, I also have discounts for people who, you know, are Patreon donors or whatever. Welcome back, comrade. Oh, thank you. I have that shit for, you know, people. And it's not perfect, especially since she had a deadline for me. It was only like, what, $38 just about. And that includes the discount I do for Patreon stuff. So, just a taste, just a bit of a taste of what I'm talking about. Shameful. But okay. You know, we've laughed. It ain't perfect, but it's honest work. Just trying to make an honest dollar. This is what happens when you live in communist China and you shill for them. You know, the difference between American and Chinese made products. I'm red, white, and blue American. I'm alive. Well, you didn't miss much. You probably shouldn't be here for this part, Nora. Sorry, this is degeneracy highway. You probably shouldn't be here. I see you DM me something. That's interesting. Sorry. I can't hold on Dean. I'm sorry. But we're talking about if you would pay $35 for what's on the right. Okay. Now, look. I know what you're probably thinking. Jesse's artwork could be better. I don't think Jesse's going to take any real feedback. I think, to be fair, I think it is admirable. Even though I don't like Jessie. No one's stopping me, lmao. I can't, even if, you know, Chinese ninjas are a thing too. Their assassins will hunt yo down. I can't play the ninja clip. I want to get through with this because my throat's giving out and I'm tired. I got to talk about another retard. But here's the thing, though. I hate Pan. But here's the thing, though. You have somebody who's doing commissions. They're charging people money or whatever. And you think this is really rushed. I agree. I think Jessie could step her game up a lot. Because she actually, if we were still friends and she asked me how I do things or my process, I would show her. Please play the clip at the very end of the stream. Pretty please. Sure, buddy. I'll play it. I'll probably play it like 6 more times because why not? Because it's funny. I'll clip it. I'll send it to people if they want to use it for whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to claim copyright for that shit. Anyway, I'm getting distracted with chat. Sorry, chat. This is someone, $35. This, I don't think, based on what I've been seeing in the chat interactions, it's not because people are fans of mine or friends or whatever. They wouldn't pay for it. And the thing is, people do a lot of nice things for Jessie too. I shared this earlier that I did, and this is just a fraction of what you're seeing of some of the things that I did. Some of them are a little more cut off, a little bit. The city ninjas. Yeah, a lot of... I did this stuff because, I liked her. And again, I found it admirable that she wasn't fond of, like, fucking groomer pedophiles or whatever. It's rare to see Coomers take a stand, but when they do, it's like, oh, thank God. It restores your faith in humanity a lot. But as lazy... as lazy and as rushed as our artwork is, I do find it admirable. Let me pull this back up. I do find it admirable that she is taking some options to improve her work. All right, I do. Thanks, bag. What? Something wrong, Kex? I don't know if something's wrong or not. I will copyright claim to the Mighty Toy Entertainment. Yeah, I guess. Look, don't mind it. It's fine. Kind of whatever. But look, I find it admirable that somebody is kind of trying to experiment more and do better or whatever, so that way their product is a lot better. But it could be worse. It could be worse because I mentioned this on my Discord server before too. I mentioned it before. There is somebody who is a lot lazier, and I'm going to pull these artwork up just to show you who I'm talking about. This is a dude who's been around for a very long time, and a lot of people like his work. He has a really dedicated following. Think about drawing a fat ninja riding a small girly cycle. Well, you're going to have to fight Eva for that slut, because I think she's got it on her thing. I want to show you the art of somebody else. This dude is named Archangemon. He's been around for fucking ever. And his art is shit and rushed beyond measure. I'll have a poll of what people think, but these two pictures, I'll put them together. People pay money for this stuff. Now, even though Jessie's style is not great, it could be worse. Okay? It could be a hell of a lot worse. This Archangemon guy has been around for over a decade, almost 2 decades, and his art has never improved. He gets commissioned still. People still like his work, but nobody really cares about him that much neither. because he never improves. He never steps his game up. These are rush commissions too for money, and they're really shit. But people, for some reason, his arms, why are they so tiny? Again, rushed art. This guy doesn't give a fuck. This guy does not fucking care. And he's still around. He still does commissions. But he never improves. Nobody cares about him. And people give him feedback, he doesn't listen because he doesn't care. But Jessie, on the other hand, is kind of making a little bit more of an effort. And I think that's admirable. So you know what, chat? I think we need to have a true poll before we move on. Before we move on to another thing, because I'm gonna let the poll run while I'm busy. while I'm busy talking about my last part about Jessie, I'm gonna move on because I gotta talk about El Gunto next. the rage pig. Gotta talk about our little southern Mexican guy. Okay. Who would you rather left? Okay, I'll let the poll run. Let's get a swing of the poll. Remember, Jessie's on the right side and Archangement is on the left. Who would you rather pay for, chat? Who would you rather pay for? What is Gunt? What's Gunt cunt done now? You'll find out. It's pretty fucking funny. I'll let that poll run while I talk about this. Because I've been told before by some people, and I think I've seen Jessie talk about before, that she commissions people for money. Like this is how she makes a living. I don't know if she has a job. I don't know if she actually works. I imagine not. She has to do commissions to make money. That's her income. That's where she makes money. But she has to pay bills. She has to pay rent. She talked about a time where now ask me this. It's like pickles versus sardines. They aren't in the same ballpark. I know, but just remember, there's always, you could be, I think it makes you appreciate Jessie's work a little bit more, even though we've been shitting on it for like the last 40 minutes, criticizing the shit out of her. But it should make you feel a little bit better that there are people who are worse, like 10 times worse and 10 times lazier. They're always a bigger fish or lazier fish, whatever. Doesn't matter. Look, I want to get this out of the way though. Jessie does her commission. This is one of the issues I have with commissioners. This is one of the reasons why I don't live off of doing freelance, especially like these types of ones. It's very mentally draining, and also it doesn't pay very good neither. Especially when you're doing stuff like really low quality, low end art, just in the hopes that you don't starve to death. Because Jessie apparently told people on the server, on her server, other people before, that she's gone close to being homeless and shit. And that's pretty heartbreaking too. I've been making fun of her a lot. I've been making fun of it. I'm happy that she took her fingers out of her cunt. Jerking off on Discord all day, every day to actually try to actually do some fucking improvements to her work. But, you know, it sucks that she's in this position. But if she amped up her art and she made it better, she'd be able to make more money. She can charge higher prices, which means she'd be getting more bang for her buck for the amount of time that she spends. If she improved, it's good for her in the long run. Okay? It is. It really is. But with the way that she neglects it and the way that she doesn't care, because this ties in with other people as well. Because a lot of people are very mad at me, because of course they are. They were mad at me about Tokyo. They were mad at me about Rad. They were mad at me about Semi. They were mad at me a lot. They hate me. They lie about me too, and they try to fake shit or whatever. But Jessie spends most of her time not caring about, saying that she has to do with family and shit, but she spends most of her time on Discord jerking off. And she's on that thin line of close to being homeless, being unable to pay her rent. And if she actually bettered her work and stepped up, she would make more money. She would get more notoriety. The only people who really commission her are people who have no idea how to draw and have no real experience. I'm different from Jessie because I actually have experience drawing. I've been around a long time, and I've had to beat myself up and build myself back up with my own art without much help. And it was very scrutinizing. For years, I spent time thinking about just quitting outright. And this was before I started doing NSFW too. One of the bigger reasons why I did NSFW was because I also got, aside from the commission opportunities, which would make me decent money, it also made me actually better how I do anatomy. Because now I really have to work on that shit. I'd really have to work on that stuff. But it doesn't last. And the other reason too is that this is internet like Coomer E-fame. It doesn't last long neither. Jessie will be able to keep an audience of people who will be loyal to her. And I know there are plenty of people who are loyal to her. A lot of people who've been slamming the shit out of me are people from her server and people who commission her frequently. Commissioners will eventually get bored of her shit. And if she doesn't step her game up, she's really fucked. She's completely screwed. Because then where's the money going to go? People are going to go find somebody else. Somebody who charges less money, who puts more effort in. You're in a competing business with commissioners. You're not just stable forever. You have to improve. You have to be better at what you're doing. If you can't do it, you're not going to last. They'll replace you and move on. And your business dries up. And since she's doing this for money, this should be something that she should actually take fucking seriously because, you know, this could mark the end of, you know, her, I don't want to say the end of her life, but this could mark a huge dent that is almost unrepairable. I don't do my stuff for money. I don't do comms often. I don't update the Patreon stuff often because drawing is a hobby. I love doing it. I want to make a career out of it, but I didn't really want to do it because I just learned to hate it eventually. So, you know, maybe something that she should step up with. I really think. She's got it. Maybe she'd improve it. And if she does, if she does improve and she does step up her game and she starts doing like a better fucking job and not being a lazy cunt jerking off on Discord every day about how big of a being bullied or shilling for communist China, she'd probably be a lot happier. She'd have a better work ethic, but she has a really shitty one. It would be very beneficial for her, but she doesn't try. So she can't, it's her fate, not mine. I can laugh about it, about her being an idiot and her being incapable of taking criticism despite being a professional artist. And still, even then, a lot of people have still come out and said, oh yeah, she fucked you over. Yeah, she's like this. She's done this a lot. So, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. Maybe she'll improve it. Maybe she won't. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, I think that's enough time for the poll. Okay. Y'all are so fucking mean. Oh, you guys are so fucking mean. I see how that poll ended. 75% of the vote goes to Archange Mon. My God. I'm insulted now. You think Archange Mon is better? You think this fucking guy is better than this? Really? Damn. That's fucking meaner than I've been the last hour. Jesus Christ. God, that's so fucking mean, bro. Jesus. Y'all have no fucking chill. I don't know if you guys fucked up the poll or what. I feel like you guys fucked that up. Okay, now it's swinging a little bit towards Jessie's side. Jesus. Ugh. Okay, now it's 67%. Should I just leave the poll up while we're on break? Look, I like Jessie, but at least attempts to draw toes and fingers. Jesus, fish. Brutal. Holy shit. Okay, that's 7 votes. Our changed mind still beats Jessie. Holy shit. That is so fucking mean, bro. Oh my god. How could you guys be so fucking mean? Okay, look, I'll leave that up. I'll leave it up. Whatever. I don't know. I'm tired. My throat's giving out. We gotta move on. We gotta talk about the other guy. Let's have a poll. Oh yeah, I forgot about the other poll. I forgot about the Jessie poll. Okay, so 10 people voted. It's 50-50. It's 50-50. Holy shit. Unless someone wants to be the tiebreaker. Unless someone wants to break this tie, it's 50-50.